Nutz and welcome to Darts Review channel. In this video I'm doing a review on the Treble trainer, which is a darts practice aid, hopefully to help you to improve your darts game. I've seen quite a lot of people posting about this on Twitter and Facebook, mostly players like Chris Mason, Robbie Green and other people who are not pro players but ones who are like a high standard. So I was kind of a little bit sceptical because most of the people that were posting about it are already good players, so I'm not really sure it's going to help a very average player like me, but it can't hurt to try, and that's what I thought. So I went on the site, I'll put a link up in that description, and I ordered one. It costs £9.99, so for your £9.99 you also have to pay, well, I had to pay £2.99 postage and packaging, and you get the Treble trainer, which is the round circular thing with the circles cut into it, and you also get the segment trainer, which lets you practice on specific segments. I'll show you a close-up of these in a minute. For £12.98 in total though, it does seem slightly expensive for what is essentially just a thin piece of foam, but if it improves your darts then I guess you could argue it's priceless, and even if it only improves your darts a couple of percentage, it's probably still well worth it. But it's not going to break the bank, is it, at less than £15, so I thought it's worth a gamble. But the idea behind this is nothing really new. People have been using practice aids to increase the focus for years. From years ago they used to get a B mat, stick it on the board, then cut the B mat in half, and then as they got good at aiming at the half they'd cut it into a quarter and so on. Nowadays people do that with post-it notes, but they also used to have pieces of string going down the board and try and break the string with the dart, or stick a matchstick on the board or a pin, things like that. So it's all things to help increase your focus. For somebody like me who has pretty poor eyesight though, I don't know if it's going to help. And when I was looking at this with all the circles on, I wasn't sure whether it was going to be more of a help than a hindrance. And specifically the reason is I suffer with double vision. So say if I'm looking at my finger there, I see a full body of a finger there, but I see like 3/4 of a ghostly finger hanging there to the right. So I thought, looking at all these circles, is it going to be all over the place? It might be worse, I don't know yet. I hope it isn't. But sometimes my eyes will switch focus. If my left eye gets tired, the right eye takes over. It's a nightmare. But I've been used to it all my life, so I kind of cope with that. So what I'm going to do is, I'll show you a close-up of the product and then I'll stick it on the board, and I'm going to do the review in two parts. And what I'll do then is I'm going to practice with it for a number of weeks, and then I'll post the video and I'll tell you my results and conclusion. So the first week what I'm going to do is I'm going to not use this, I'm just going to do it as a benchmark week, and I'll do various routines and then I'll record my results. And then for the next 6 weeks after that I'm going to practice with this, and then I'll do another benchmark week where I do the same as week 1, and I'll compare the results. So hopefully it's going to help. So let's have a close look at it. Right, I'll just do a quick close look at this. As you can see, it came in a plastic bag, but obviously there was an outer package as well, and it said do not bend on the package, but the postie had tried to bend it and push it through the letterbox. But luckily I caught him before he did, so he didn't bother to read the instructions on it. Anyway, that's a postie for you. So you get a little instruction leaflet, and you get a little bag with these pins in for fixing it to the dartboard. You've got your segment trainer and obviously the treble trainer. There's a little sticker there tell you that's the back side, so you've got the trebles in the right place, and there's a little arrow on the top which lets you know that's for the 20 segment. And obviously the trebles are missing on the 5 and 1, and there's a few other trebles missing, so it's only really concentrating on the main trebles, but all the doubles have got the circle cut out and the bullseye as well. And like I said, it's just a thin piece of foam. Right, so all you do is you line up that little triangular bit on the top with the 20s. Make sure you've got the bullseye nice and central. I'll just stick a pin in for now, and another pin. I'm not going to put all the pins in. Don't think it really matters where you put them, but I'm going to stick them at the side. I'll probably put some in down there as well. So that's it as it's set up, and if you want to use the segment trainer, then you just pin that up to wherever you want to practice, whether it's the 20s, 16s, 19s or whatever. So like I said, I'm going to do 1 week where I do like a benchmark test, so that'll be like my basis for testing to see whether I've improved. And what I'll do is I'll throw around the board on doubles, including the 25 and the bullseye, and I'll record how many darts it takes me to do that. And I'm also going to do 100 darts at 20, so basically that's exactly as it says. You throw 100 darts, you get 2 for the double, 1 for the single and 3 for the treble, and I think the most I've ever done on that is about 88, so I'm not that great at it. And the other one I'm going to do is 180 round the clock, and basically all that is you throw 3 darts at each number. Again, 2 points for the double, 1 for the single, 3 for the treble. And obviously it's called 180 round the clock because the most you can score if you get 3 darts in every treble is 180. I'll be lucky if I get about 70 in it. So that's 3 things I'm going to do. I may do some 501 as well, I haven't decided yet. And I'll record everything for a week, and then I'm going to spend 6 weeks practicing with the treble trainer and the segment trainer, and then I'll do the same thing again on the last week, and then I'll post up part 2 of the video, which will be the conclusion and the results. So that's it for this part 1. Thanks for watching.